Chapter 3 was a part of Deltarune that struck me as remarkably lukewarm when I first played it. Didn't love it, didn't hate it, just tolerated it long enough to get to the long-anticipated Chapter 4. After having replayed it a few times, what the hell was I thinking? There is so much more here than meets the eye, and the majority of it comes from this guy. While Chapter 3 appears incredibly simple at first glance, it's a chapter I appreciate more and more the more layers I peel back on it. And if there's anything Shrek has helped me to appreciate, it's layers. The base layer of the chapter is pretty straightforward. It's a lighthearted romp through a wacky game show this crazed TV man desperately wants me to play for some reason. The minigames are fine enough. I still wouldn't call myself a huge fan of the sudden mandatory gameplay shift.
I signed up for a JRPG, Toby, give me a JRPG.
But they don't always say they're welcome and are reasonably fun the first time through, so whatever. They also have a dirty little secret. These minigames are all based on the Dreamer family's favorite shows. Bit of an odd choice to present us with, but it's probably nothing. Where I find myself truly getting into Chapter 3 was in the 8-bit segments. This is a gameplay shift I can get behind just because of how well it's fleshed out. I love everything about these segments. I love the puzzle solving, the quizzes, the character swapping, the numerous gags made about 8-bit game tropes, and especially the battles. I don't know which absolute fucking genius came up with the idea to add graded battles to Deltarune, but I love them because they completely shook up the way I approach the combat. It's no longer as simple as filling up the mercy meter and calling it a day. You now have to avoid damage as much as possible, maximize your TP gains, and complete the battle in as few turns as possible. My understimulated noggin was firing on all cylinders for these encounters and it felt amazing. But just when I think it can't get better, it turns out that sharpening all these useless skills actually contributes to something. Getting a high enough rank during each round gains you access to the special quest. And this is where the layers truly begin to expose something deeper. Inside this room is a secret version of the 8-bit game Tenna has been showing you. If the rumors are true, it may even be the original version. This is the part where I truly got invested because it felt like I was pulling back on the curtain on something I was not meant to see. I mean, there literally is this guy over here who makes it abundantly clear I'm not supposed to be here, and that Tenna has some pretty clear consequences in play should he find out, but shh. Even ignoring that, the game itself makes it seem like something very suspicious is going on. I mean, just look at this. It has vague similarities at first glance, but the 8-bit game features very differently from the modified version Tenna presents us with. I mean, you can actually kill enemies now. You level up. You go places you were previously forbidden to go. And it's also eerily cryptic. Why is this ice key hidden out in the middle of nowhere? What's the deal with the white cloak character? Why does Chris not want me to see the shelter? What's the deal with this guy? What the heck even is the shadow mantle? Why can my character suddenly go outside the screen? Why can Chris go in the screen? Reality is distorted before my very eyes and my sanity is falling further and further into... Oh, hi, Susie. But even all that isn't what won me over. Nah, what pushed me over the edge, what truly made me appreciate Chapter 3 for the masterpiece it genuinely is this madman right here. Remember him? I mean, how could you forget? He's only been going out of his way to incessantly make you remember him. He's only been tugging at your attention every opportunity he gets like a 4-year-old overdosed on Kool-Aid. Never before has an antagonist resonated with me quite as much as this fucking lunatic. I mean, look at how he introduces himself. Does this look like a sane and healthy man to you? Does this look like someone who has his shit together? Does this look like someone you'd actively want to root for? Hold your horses there, cowboy. Remember what we said about layers? Got a good firm grip on them horses now? Okay then. Sure, on the surface, Tenna seems like a chaotic, wacky show host who's doing everything in his power to rope you into having a good time, while making sure his ego stays well-nourished in the process. Some of us may appreciate this. Others may want to run for the fucking hills. But he seems harmless enough. I mean, all he wants is for us to play with him, right? Yeah, well, about that. He wants us to play forever. Underneath that wacky and endearing facade is an extremely broken person, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Tenna's seen a lot in his days in the big square box attached to the wall. Lots of smiles, lots of tears, lots of coming and going, and through it all, he's put it upon himself to be there when the Dreamer family needs him. When the struggle of everyday life becomes too much to bear, when it feels like everything is collapsing all around you, when you're tired beyond belief and just need a darn rest, Tenna's here to make you smile at one of your favorite shows. Until one day, everything changed. People just stopped watching. And despite trying his best, there were some problems that even Tenna couldn't solve. On top of that, he was getting old too. Tenna just couldn't live up to being the source of joy that he once was, and that scared him. Tenna feared the worst. He knew what fate awaited him. He knew what happened to old TVs. He knew what happens when you're no longer needed. And so he set off on a mission to prove the naysayers wrong, to prove that he has value, that he can make people happy, that he shouldn't be thrown away. He's going to accomplish this mission by any means necessary. But in the end, was it all worth it? Was it all worth it if he had to inflict pain and suffering on the people he cared about? Was it all worth it if he had to perpetuate a pointless cycle of existence that just brought everyone misery? Was it worth it if everyone is fighting again? Like I'm telling you suckers, play the game and find out for yourself. Point is, Tenna is a character who has resonated with me unlike any other in fiction. I see so much of myself in him. The desire to make others happy, to entertain, to solve problems, to not be thrown away. The feeling of being unwanted, it changes a person. Self-worth matters more than you might think. Without it, you start developing hopelessness. Hopelessness turns into desperation, and desperation makes you do the unthinkable. It turns you against your family and friends. It warps you into something unrecognizable. It commands your every thought and dictates your every action. Then it starts to cycle, because desperation feeds on itself. The more desperate you become, the more drastic actions you take in an attempt to restore what is lost. But that never helps, because you can't get back what was lost. You can't return to the past. You can't make things the way they used to be. So what can you do? First, you can accept. You can accept that outliving your usefulness does not make you a failure. You can accept that everything you've done, whatever it is, has been enough, as long as it's made someone happy. Second, you can remember that you don't have to take it. Somewhere out there is a person who needs you, who wants you, who desires happiness. And you're just the right person for the job. I'm glad I gave Chapter 3 another chance. It helped me remember to give myself another chance.